I found this film so upsetting I could barely watch it.
Yeah, I did. I had a proper cry in it. I really did. It was awful. And exactly as you say, the role of these men in her life, her inability to cope with the intrusion of the press, and then of course as it goes along you begin to feel, are you complicit in that by actually watching the film itself? Are you a part of, you know, all of those snapping cameras that hounded her, and that your interest in her is exactly what led to her death and her inability to cope with it? I mean, it was a really complicated film to watch emotionally for that very reason. She was a force of nature. She was the most wonderful singer, and there was this sort of like, you know, her music and her personality are fused, so you can see why that happens, but you come out of it feeling somehow complicit, and it's really complicated.
Kate, there's this sense all the way through that somehow her talent was her undoing. I mean, she talks about it in that extract, and all the time there's this sense that she was doomed. I mean, did you buy that as the kind of shape of her life story?
I did find it very disturbing. I absolutely agree with Giles. It's a very disturbing, very unsettling film, and what you do feel very complicit, because you're looking at these pap shots that they basically ruined her life to get hold of, and then there's a very disturbing moment when they pan up a paparazzi shot of her body, so you're really in that difficult voyeuristic gaze, which puts you in this very strange position that makes you think very carefully about fame and about what these shots that are in newspapers, they get them, and how complicit you are in the breaking down of these people. But I was very disturbed by the whole narrative, because there was a very clear narrative. There were 100, as you say, 100 interviews, but they were shaped very clearly into a very simple narrative, and